In the news this week, a former government minister pushes to close the abuse of trust loophole. A woman who tried to change sex says the NHS should have challenged her belief she was male. And the government admits that 60% of abortion clinics require improvement. Hello. The former sports minister Tracy Crouch has called on the government to better protect teenagers from sexual abuse by closing a loophole in the law. Legislation currently forbids people in certain positions of authority, such as teachers and social workers, from having sexual contact with 16 and 17-year-olds over whom they hold a position of trust. But this does not extend to the likes of sports coaches or religious leaders. The Christian Institute has been calling for a tighter law for more than 20 years. Crouch said revised legislation would provide an extra level of safeguarding for young people.
In my view, if anyone is in a position that can influence the direction of another person's journey through life, i.e. a power balance rests with them, then they should not be able to abuse that position via a sexual relationship. Your place in a team, time on a pitch, competitions you are entered, should not be vulnerable to another person's physical or emotional demands.
A woman who claims to be non-gendered has lost her appeal to force the government to issue gender-neutral passports. Christy Alan Kane is female, but believes it is discriminatory that the Passport Office does not permit her to use an X on her passport. Her case was dismissed by the High Court in 2018, and the Court of Appeal has now upheld that verdict. Lady Justice King said the court finds that there was no positive obligation on the state to provide an X marker in order to ensure the right of the appellant to respect for private life. The Christian Institute's Kieran Kelly welcomed the news.
It's a good thing that this ruling has been upheld. A passport is an important document, it's a legal document, and to falsify such a document by putting an X instead of an M or an F to denote your legal sex would have been a serious mistake. And it also would have perpetuated this myth you can somehow pick and choose your biological sex.
A woman taking legal action against an NHS gender clinic says doctors should have challenged her false belief that she was a man. Kyra Bell began taking puberty blockers aged 16 and soon moved on to cross-sex hormones before having her breasts removed. She said while those changes had felt like the answer to her problems at the time, she wishes doctors had proceeded with more caution.
You can either choose to continue with that sort of life and, continue to dig yourself deeper into this hole, or you can choose to kind of, come out of that and have the weight lifted off of your shoulders and just live, naturally and how you are as truly. I think that I should have been challenged on the proposals or the claims that I was making for myself, and I think that would have made a big difference as well. It's up to these, institutions like the Tavistock to step in and make children reconsider what they're saying, because it is, a life-altering path that you're going down.
And finally, the government has admitted that nearly 2/3 of abortion clinics are disregarding government safety standards. UK abortion facilities have been routinely criticised by the Care Quality Commission for putting women at risk. Responding to a question from MP Fiona Bruce, Minister for Care Helen Whately revealed that around 1 in 25 of the clinics are inadequate, the lowest possible rating, while almost 6 in 10 are classed as requires improvement. Antonia Tully of the Society for the Protection of Unborn Children said, when is the government going to take action to stop the abuses going on in the abortion industry? These clinics should be shut down. Well, that's all for this week. For regular updates and information on all of our stories, plus much more, visit our website at christian.org.uk. Until next time, goodbye.